Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And this is the week of Wednesday, August 11th. And all of these items go on sale Wednesday, August the 11th at 10 a.m. We're going to start this week's list as we unpack the comic order with Absolute Carnage, Symbiote of Vengeance, Issue 1. Discuss. Next up, we have also from Marvel, Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool, Issue 2. Great looking cover on that one as well. And as we often do, the variant covers. And that's the variant cover for Issue 2 of Absolute Carnage versus Deadpool. Just cool, cool, cool. Next up, also from Marvel, is Issue 2 of Age of Conan Valeria. And then we have also from Marvel, The Amazing Spider-Man, Issue 29. And then, as we often do, we show the variants. Beautiful Immortal variant this week for Amazing Spider-Man, Issue 29. Next up, this comic could have actually been written about Mr. Fox. It is Archie, 10th Anniversary, The Married Life. And then next up from Aftershock Comics, we have Baby Teeth, Issue 16. What's it like if your kid's the Antichrist? Next up from DC, we have Issue 78 of Batman, City of Bane. And then, as we always do, the beautiful variant covers of Batman 78. Next up, also from DC, we have Issue 5 of Batman and the Outsiders. And we're less enthusiastic about this variant cover for Batman and the Outsiders, Issue 5, but there it is. Next up, also from DC, we have Batman Universe, Issue 3 by Brian Michael Bendis. Then from Image is up next with Issue 29 of Beauty. And then a lovely cover from Marvel, Issue 4 of Black Cat. Kind of reminds me of a jazz bass player I used to know. He was a black cat that lived over in Carbondale. Oh, never mind. Next up from Dark Horse Comics, we have Black Hammer and Justice League, Issue 3. Hammer of Justice, a Jeff Lemire mashup that is selling rather well in our store. And then also the variant cover for that. That's a pretty wicked variant cover, but that's not the only one. There's another wicked variant cover for Issue 3 of Black Hammer Justice League, but that's not the only one, because there's another variant cover for Black Hammer Justice League Issue 3. And that's not the only one, because there's yet another variant cover for Black Hammer Justice League Issue 3. So no matter how you want your Hammer of Justice, Fox has it for you. Next up from Marvel, another beautiful cover. Issue 10, made our top 5 covers of the week, Marvel, congratulations. Issue 10 of Captain Marvel. Next up from DC, we have Catwoman, Issue 15. And while I hate to jump the shark already, cover of the week here at Fox's, Catwoman 15, the Art Germ variant with a little Michelle Pfeiffer Crazy Cat. Yep, we love every bit of that. Another one of our top 5 covers, which is a surprise for this company. Dynamite's not always known for being strong on their covers, but this Chastity, Issue 1, very solid. Great job. And also the variant cover, another beautiful cover as well. Great job, Dynamite. Image Publishing is up next with Issue 2 of Coffin Bound. Great looking cover. Next up from DC's Young Animal series, Issue 3 of Collapser. Kind of sounds like Mrs. Fox's colon, but that's another thing. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 11 of Devil. And a runner-up for cover of the week this week was issue 11 Daredevil Immortal variant. Heady covers from Marvel here recently. Good job. Well done. Next up, I believe this is from Red 5 Comics. We have issue 2 of The Dark Age. And as we often do, the variant covers, The Dark Age issue 2 variant made it in our top 5 covers of the week. Actually got a couple of votes for cover of the week, so that's very impressive against Art Germ. Next up from DC, issue 1011 of Batman Detective. And as we always do, the Detective issue 1011 variant, we love to show those. Some people like to see what all covers are available. Next up from Marvel and Mark Waid, we have Doctor Strange 19. Then from Titan Comics, we have issue 12 of Doctor Who, the 13th Doctor. So even though it's the 13th Doctor, it's only issue 12. Don't be confused. Next up from DC, part of their Dollar Comics. It is a reprint of issue Batman 608, but it's the first issue of Batman Hush. A lot of people ask Mr. Fox to do that quite frequently. Next up, also from DC, issue 4 out of 6 total of Event Leviathan. Kind of a neat story from Brian Michael Bendis, and it's turning into a pretty cool event. And as we often do, the beautiful variant covers on the cardstock variants from DC. Just gorgeous. That's Event Leviathan issue 4 variant. Next up, also from DC, issue 78 of The Flash. And as we always do, the beautiful variant covers for issue 78 of The Flash. There that is. And then we have from Boom Studios is up next with issue 23 of Go-Go Power Rangers, Necessary Evil. Just fantastic. And another beautiful cover this week, variant cover, issue 23 of Go-Go Power Rangers, Trini Kwan. Also from Image Publishing this week, issue 5 of Gogor. Then from DC, we have issue 1 of Gotham City Monsters. And then the beautiful variant cover for Gotham City Monsters, number 1. Just fantastic. Then from Marvel, we have Guardians of the Galaxy, issue 1, The Prodigal Son. And as we often do, the beautiful variant covers. The Guardians cover actually made our top 5 this week, which again for Marvel, that's phenomenal. Very happy for Marvel. Next up, also from Marvel, issue 2 of Gwenpool Strikes Back. DC comes in next with issue 16 of Hawkman. And the variant cover for Hawkman, issue 16, also made our top 5 covers of the week. Just a gorgeous Hawkman. So they're just fantastic. Next up from Image Publishing, Hit Girl. And that is issue 8 of Hit Girl. And that is a phenomenal book. Next up, we have Ignited, issue 4. Marvel brings us issue 9 of Invaders. And Marvel also brings us issue 3 of Invisible Woman. Yeah, like you wouldn't hear her. Then we have from Image Publishing, issue 9 of Isola. And as we always do, the beautiful variant covers, you can see they have a slight damage this week in the cover side, the binding side. So we're going to get the variants replaced. That'll probably be in next week or the week after, but we will get those replaced for you because I know some of you like to buy just the variant. Next up from DC, issue 13 of Justice League Odyssey. And then another gorgeous cover, made our top 5 covers, the Justice League Odyssey issue 13 variant. Next up from Image, we have Kick-Ass issue 17. Then from Marvel, we have issue 1 of King Thor. And our number 1 crap cover of the week, where we like to give out the Razzie Award for probably the worst drawn cover we've seen all week long. King Thor Immortal variant. Yeah, Marvel, stop it. I don't know what they have against Thor, but this needs to end. All right, next up from Valiant, and if you're not reading Valiant, there's something wrong with you. Issue 10 of Live Wire. And if you have Live Wire on your pull list at Fox's, this is the edition you will get. It's the pre-order edition. It has more pages of content at the same price. How do we do it? Volume, volume, volume. That's how we do it. Next up from Marvel, issue 3 of Low Key. And then from Image, look, up in the sky. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a tampon. It's issue 11 of Man-Eaters. See how they've kind of turned the Image logo into a female hygiene product. I thought that was clever. All right, and then next up we have the variant cover of Man-Eaters. Whoa, here she comes. Marvel is up next with issue 7 of Marvel Action Avengers. Great series, great for kids. Got a lot of youngsters reading these. Marvel Action Spider-Man, Marvel Action Avengers. They're loving the Marvel Action series. So if you've got kids and you're looking to get them into something good to read, that is very solid. Next up, for the mystery lovers amongst us, Alterna Comics brings us issue 2 of Midnight Mystery City of Ghosts. I love these because they're great comics, usually very good stories, and they're $1.50 each. You cannot pass that up. Proof of that is another one from Alterna Comics out this week is issue 3 of Mighty Mascots. And again, just great price point on really good stories. Next up from Marvel, we have issue 10 of Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Also from Marvel, Moon Knight, Annual, number 1. Image Publishing is up next with issue 19 of Robert Kirkman's Oblivion Song. And then from Dark Horse, we have issue 3 of Orville. Image Publishing brings us issue 10 of Outer Darkness. IDW is up next, and I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I believe that is Pandemica, but a great looking cover. Made our top 5 covers, which is fairly rare for IDW, so great job IDW. But a fantastic looking cover. It is issue 1 of that. So an intriguing looking story. Looks like something neat to jump in on if you're looking for something new to read that's out of your wheelhouse. There you are. Then next up from Image Publishing, we have Postal Deliverance number 3. Okay, and the next one is going to be one of those, oh my goodness. It is Powers of X, issue 4. And this is wildly popular in the store right now. Powers of X and House of X. People are really, really loving these. We did get in the Powers of X short comic boxes today with the graphics on the side, the X-Men graphics on the side. Absolutely beautiful. Should have had it together and been showing you, but we're not that well prepared. So you'll just have to imagine it. But as we often do with the Marvel titles, we like to show some of the variants. There's Powers of X number 4 variant cover. And there's another Powers of X issue 4 variant cover. And the characters variant cover for Powers of X issue 4. Another one of our top 5 covers of the week. This particular variant cover made the top 5 covers of the week. Great job again, Marvel. There's another Powers of X issue 4 variant cover. And then, of course, as always, Scotty Young's variant of Powers of X issue 4. Marvel's up again with issue 2 of Punisher Kill Crew. It's been pretty well received here at the store. Image Publishing is up next with issue 3 of Reaver. Another Alterna Comics $1.50 masterpiece. We have Red Koi issue 1. So that is pretty cool. Then from Dynamite Publishing, issue 8 of Red Sonja. And then one of the more anticipated titles for this week is from DC, issue 1 of Year of the Villain, The Riddler. They're going to feature several different DC villains in that series, and that looks pretty cool. Up next, from Titan Comics, we have Chapter 4, Issue 24 of Robotech, Event Horizon. Then from Marvel, those of you who are enjoying Venom from Donny Cates on Marvel, Silver Surfer Black, also from Donny Cates in Marvel, Issue 4. And then that's the variant cover for Issue 4 of Silver Surfer Black. Image Publishing is up next with a great title. I don't remember reading one from this particular writer before, but I have been very much enjoying the story and the art. Very stylistic, very cool and wonderful. It is Sonata number 4, and it is really, really cool. We have a bunch of these because this is something that we believe in wholeheartedly. It's a big epic tale a la Saga or some of the big undertakings at Image. This has a very large scope to it, or appears to, and it looks really, really cool. But that is Sonata, issue 4, and then this is the variant cover. There's a standard and there's the variant. Up next from Marvel, less monologuing from Mr. Fox, Star Wars, Age of Resistance, Supreme Leader Snoke, issue 1. Also from Marvel, Star Wars, Galaxy's Edge, issue 5. Also from Marvel, Swordmaster, number 3. Image Publishing is up next with issue 4 of Thumbs. Reminds me of my prom date, but that's a whole nother story. IDW comes in next with issue 4 of Transformers and Ghostbusters. That mashup needs no further discussion. Now from Image Publishing, issue 1 of an ongoing series that they've had. I believe this is like the 3rd volume of Trees by Warren Ellis. Very intriguing story. This is their 3rd go around at it, or 3rd volumes, but really pretty cool. Also from Image Publishing and Colin Bunn, who, by the way, will be at the SIU Comic-Con, as I understand it, in late September at SIU. Unearth, issue 3. And then we have from Mythos Publishing, issue 1 of Vamp. Image Publishing is up next. No, not Image. This is Marvel. What am I thinking? I'm looking at the wrong comic. Excuse me. Why am I off camera? Who am I talking to right now? What's going on? All right, next up from Marvel, we have issue 18 of Venom. Donny Cates' masterpiece. A great book to grab and read because it is good, 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 good. And then the Immortal variant is fantastic. Made our top 5 covers of the week, mainly just because of the big tongue. Next up from DC, issue 78 of Wonder Woman. And I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that Cheetah's in this issue. Just guessing. And then, as always, in our top 5 covers of the week, Jenny Frzone's issue 78 of Wonder Woman. Next up from DC also, we have Young Justice, issue 8. and as always, the cardstock variant for the DC Young Justice issue 8. That is it for the comic books this week. Don't forget to come in tomorrow, Wednesday, on September 10th, and get some comic books from Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. Thanks so much.